What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the overall market. We will also cover the SOFI stock and some of the other competitors. Be sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Let's try and get this video over 1,000 likes, and be sure to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. So we have some great news today, guys. I have, looks like 4 headlines we're going to talk about. The Fed rate hike is complete. They went with the 75 basis points. The market liked it. I didn't even realize till today. I told you guys I haven't really been following the market that closely. The Fed is taking off a month. That's huge, guys. We don't have to have this buildup of this, media to that, Powell speak, okay? So he's taking off a month. Fed's taking off a month. That's huge. Lending Club, competitor, bank charter, smashed earnings today. And the last part is 3 out of the 5 largest companies have completed their earnings. I believe Google, Microsoft, and Facebook completed their earnings. We have 2 left, guys. That is Apple and Amazon. If we can get by those this upcoming week or so, we have the CPI report and the Fed taking off a full month. Guys, if that CPI report finally does peak, it's going to be moon time for a new bull market beginning if we can keep inflation down, guys. We can have an insane rip for a month if inflation peaks. I'm telling you, the money is going to come flowing in from these big funds out of nowhere, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. The stock market has been getting creamed for over 8 to 9 months. So be sure to smash the like button. If you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we can see Dow rallies 400 points as Powell hints Fed could slow pace of rate hikes. Nasdaq jumps 4%. That is absolutely insane. Stocks hit their high of the session in the afternoon as Fed Jerome Powell left the door open about the size of the central bank's rate move at its next meeting in September. So they're taking off August. That's awesome. And noted it would eventually slow the magnitude of rate hikes. And Powell said in a press conference that the Fed could hike by 75 percentage point again in September, but that it would be dependent on the data. So guys, market love this, guys. We were skyrocketing today. Stocks making the biggest moves after hours. These were the big earnings that came out today. We had Meta, Ford, Qualcomm, Teladoc. This headline on CNBC is going to give you the update on all of them. Meta Platform shares of the social media company dipped 3% in extended hours, missing their estimates. Ford, the automaker, jumped, following a beat on earnings. Teladoc shares plummeted 21% despite a revenue beat. I believe the company pulled their full year back. Qualcomm shares slipped. Etsy surged 10%. Best Buy shares dipped 2%. So a lot of different reactions in the after hours. But what I can tell you is from those earnings that we had with Microsoft and Google, things are not as bad as the media puts it. The media has been scaring the crap out of the market. Guys, that was the Q2, and the Q2 earnings was not that bad. Those were baby misses on Microsoft and Google. So we got to get by Amazon and Apple. I'm not saying I know any clue, what's going to happen with those two, but once we get by these, SoFi has a fresh week for their earnings next week. I'm talking fresh. There should be no media headline about Powell, inflation, or CPI. Everything's spaced out perfectly. They report, I believe, about 10 days prior to CPI. So there should be all eyes on SoFi for their earnings report, and I'm very excited. We can see SoFi Technologies had a decent day today, up about 5%, down a little bit in the after hours. We can see market cap is literally near book value right now, 5 to 6 billion or so. This company has massive room to run. This should be, at least in my eyes, a $10 billion market cap. That's going to put your stock, it's at 650, right around $12 or $13 to get to a 10 billion market cap. This company is growing very solid, and I'm so excited for these earnings, guys. I cannot explain. I want to look into these numbers on Galileo, lending. I want to see where the mortgages are at, personal loans. I want to see what this bank charter can really do. Deposits building up. I'm going to be covering all of that after the earnings come out, so stay tuned, guys, because I'm very excited once again. We can see Meta had a nice day today, 6.5%, but down a little bit in the after hours, giving up those gains. This was the big earnings this week. Market cap's around 450 billion right now. This stock was a lot higher at one point at the beginning of 2021, guys. $384 stock. So this stock used to be around $1 trillion, I believe. So this is definitely a big discount, but they need to get it together. This is the one we're going to be covering today, Lending Club. Bank charter, guys, they've had this bank charter forever. They have net income positive, up 6.5% today, up 7% in the after hours. This is some nice price reaction. It's not like a blowout price reaction, but this could lead to, new highs, in the upcoming week. So Lending Club did very solid. We're going to be covering that later on in this video. All right, guys, if we take a look at Webull today, 105 growth stocks, we can see there was barely any red. Companies that finished at the bottom were literally slightly green or even 1% green. So we got Neo, Target, Open Door 2%, Goldman 2, ChargePoint 3, Walmart 3, Lemonade 4, Plug 4, and SoFi right around 5. So SoFi finished right in the middle tier. Let's just go to the top. Some companies absolutely exploded today. We have Enphase up 17%, Affirm 12%, PayPal 12, Spotify 12, Shopify 12. I believe Spotify did report earnings, and it's crazy how fast Coinbase and Shopify bounced back from their horrible headlines yesterday. It's just crazy how this market is moving. Both of those stocks are down 80%, so don't get very excited about these 10% gains. Those stocks are down 80% on the year. Let's take a look at the after hours movements to see what happened. We could see after hours movement. There was pretty much three just terrible sell-offs. Teladoc 24%, Paysafe 5, and Meta 4.5%. But guys, look at Teladoc, 24% gain. This stock has been obliterated, absolutely tanking. I believe they cut the full year guidance. So that's all you really need to have a bad earnings, guys. Just like Snapchat is cutting guidance. We know that, company like SoFi has already upped their guidance, in Q1, and it could possibly be another increased guidance the way things are looking with them increasing their APY, guys. I'm very excited for the NFL season. SoFi is definitely going to be headed for 5 million members very soon. Drop a comment. How many members do you think they're going to add? Is it going to be 3, 4, 500,000? I'm really hyped for these earnings once again. Let's get into Lending Club's earnings. Take a quick look. We're not going to be on this very long, guys. Just give me 2, 3, 4 minutes and I'll cover all of this for you. So let's continue to scroll. Q2 guidance targets, they were targeting 295 to 305. Look at that, guys. They smacked the low end by 35 million smackaroos. Net income was very tight, though. They didn't have a blowout on the net income. We could see they beat the upper end by 1 to 2 million at 46.8 million. Net revenue up 61% year over year, driven by marketplace revenue up 36%. Net interest income up 153%. So, guys, Lending Club is feeling their bank charter. They are profitable, the past couple of quarters. Not big profits, but they are profitable. Remember, these guys are investing very heavily, stock-based compensation, marketing expenses. They're doing the same thing as SoFi. It just looks like they have a nice head start of about a year or so on SoFi with this bank charter license. They're maintaining their 2022 guidance, guys. Net revenue 280 to 300 for Q3. So it looks like they're getting a little bit soft on their guidance, I'm noticing. So maybe a slowdown a little bit. The growth is going to be 14 to 22%. So that's a little strange to me on that part for the Q3. The Q2 looked very good, but they are pulling back. So maybe it's competitors. Maybe it's the macro environment. I'm not sure. Same full year outlook, 1.1 to 1.2. Net income, 30 to 40 million on the Q3. And then full year, 145 to 165. So this is very interesting right here, guys. The Q3 guidance is literally pretty soft compared to, what they just did, what type of numbers. So maybe they're playing it safe. I'm not sure. Drop a comment. Now, guys, understand a Lending Club is about a 1.5 billion market cap compared to SoFi around 5. So let's just say SoFi is around 3, maybe 3.5 times larger than Lending Club on a market cap, summary. But you need to understand book value, guys. We can take a look at all of their assets right here, and it says their total assets come out to $5.4 billion. This has everything on there: PPP loans, loans held for sale, cash. Everything is combined. But if we take a look at their liabilities, guys, you can see that their liabilities come in around 4.7 billion. That's going to give you an equity book value of around 755 million. So believe it or not, lending clubs, book value is doubled what it's worth in equity right now. It just looks like they don't have a good asset to liability ratio right now. The revenue looks good, the growth looks good. They just don't have a lot of assets compared to SoFi. Now, if we take a look at SoFi, everything is there as well. We have, cash, we have the loans, goodwill and tangible assets. Their assets come out to 12.2 billion. And if we just scroll down and look at the liabilities, total liabilities comes to 6.7 billion. This is as of the last quarter. That's going to give you a book value, of around $5.2 billion. So that's literally, 8 to 900% larger than Lending Club right now, and that's prior to their new upcoming quarter. So imagine if SoFi was at the valuation of Lending Club right now on book value. We could practically be doubled right now the price, around $13 because, our market cap will be around 10 billion compared to where we're at right now, sitting right around, $5 billion. So right now, literally, SoFi is trading around book value. This company has no growth priced in. I mean, imagine if we had some of the growth that some of these SaaS stocks, these other type of technology stocks have, with 30, 40 times price to sales. I mean, we would be looking at a, a $20, $25 stock very easily. So I feel very comfortable saying this stock should be over, $10 right now, even in this type of environment. It's absolutely insane to me how held down and manipulated this stock stays. It just does not get out of that range of 5 to 8 for the past 6 months, while a couple of other companies have made a nice little reversal. So we need to get these shorts off our back. We need to blow out earnings. We need student loans to come back. There's another headline I don't even want to look into. It's that, Biden's student loan decision coming. I believe he's going to push it out, guys, rack up more votes for, that age group, trying to get closer to those midterms. I believe they're going to push student loans back. That's not bullish, but we'll eventually get them back in 2023. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. Good news is we got by that Fed rate hike, and the Fed's taken off a month, guys. That is the great news. Bad news coming up, we still have Apple and Amazon to get to, so we got to get by that, and then we're going to have a fresh week heading our way for the SoFi earnings. Once again, my name is Kyle. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are not already subscribed, be sure to smash the like button. Don't forget to drop a comment. Have a great day.